A lot of people imagine that highly intelligent individuals are easy to recognize. Top grades, amazing jobs, a flawless memory, or impressive speeches. But in reality, true intelligence rarely shows itself in obvious ways. Most of the time, it appears through small behaviors that go unnoticed, strange habits, sometimes even contradictory ones, that most people confuse with distraction, arrogance, or even laziness. In this video, you're going to discover 7 strange habits that highly intelligent people have, and often they don't even realize it themselves. Get ready because some of these signs might be completely different from what you expect. Habit 1 and 2. One of the most common behaviors among highly intelligent people is the habit of talking to themselves, something that is often misunderstood as weird or distracting. In reality, this behavior works as a kind of cognitive tool, a natural method the brain uses to organize ideas and solve complex problems. When these individuals verbalize their thoughts, they're not just speaking randomly, they're structuring reasoning, adjusting decisions, testing hypotheses, and clarifying emotions that would remain tangled if kept only in their minds. It's a way of turning mental chaos into something understandable. Talking to themselves helps filter what matters, separate logic from emotion, and find solutions that rarely appear in silent thinking. Another equally intriguing habit is hyperobservation, an almost automatic ability to pick up details that remain invisible to most people. Highly intelligent individuals notice micro-expressions, tone changes, small shifts in behavior, subtle environmental movements, background sounds, and patterns others simply overlook. This creates the impression that they're distant, distracted, or daydreaming, when in reality their brain is analyzing a massive amount of information at once. While others only see the surface, these people perceive deep layers of their environment and human behavior. This heightened attention, although intense, is what allows them to spot hidden connections, predict reactions, and understand situations far more completely, even if no one else realizes what's happening inside their minds. Habit 3 and 4. Another intriguing habit is their tendency to feel bored or mentally drained by shallow conversations. While most people enjoy small talk, gossip, or everyday topics, highly intelligent individuals often find these exchanges empty and unfulfilling. Their minds crave depth, complexity, and substance, so conversations that revolve around trivial matters can feel like wasted energy. Instead of feeling engaged, they may drift away mentally, seeming distracted or uninterested, not out of disrespect, but because their brain naturally searches for meaning, nuance, and intellectual stimulation. They prefer discussions that explore ideas, challenge perspectives, question assumptions, or dive into topics that require real analysis. These deeper conversations allow them to connect on a more authentic level, where both the mind and the emotions feel engaged. On top of this, many highly intelligent individuals have a habit of procrastinating, but in a way that outsiders often misunderstand. What looks like avoidance or irresponsibility is usually a strategic, subconscious process. Their brain needs time to analyze ideas, explore possibilities, and mentally map out solutions before taking action. For many of them, pressure serves as a powerful cognitive trigger, helping them enter a state of hyperfocus where creativity and productivity flow effortlessly. This style of delayed action is less about laziness and more about timing, waiting for the moment when their mind feels fully aligned and ready to work with precision. In this sense, procrastination becomes part of their creative process, a way to let ideas mature before being executed with clarity and intention. Before continuing, if you are a content creator or want to start making money on YouTube, check out Gia Media. They take care of everything for you, including scripting, editing, titles, and thumbnails. It's 16 videos per month for only $480. You just bring the idea, and they grow your channel for you. If you're interested, leave a comment and I'll send you the link. Habit 5 and 6. Highly intelligent people also tend to display another habit that confuses many. They switch interests extremely fast. They dive deeply into a topic, study it obsessively, consume everything available about it, and suddenly, just when they seem ready to become experts, they completely lose interest. This isn't a lack of discipline, it's cognitive speed. Because they learn very quickly, they reach the challenge peak much earlier than most people, and when the subject stops offering stimulation, the motivation fades. This constant shift between passions doesn't mean they're unstable. It's actually an ongoing search for complexity, novelty, and challenges that truly stimulate their mind. That's why they accumulate knowledge from many different areas and end up forming an intellectual mosaic that few people fully understand. In addition, many highly intelligent people carry a deep emotional sensitivity, even though they rarely show it openly. To others, they may seem cold, too calm, or even distant, but internally they absorb the environment like an emotional sponge. They pick up on subtleties most people completely miss. Slight changes in tone, micro-expressions lasting milliseconds, subtle vibes in conversations, or silent tension between others. This heightened sensitivity is not weakness. It's an expanded form of perception, almost like having an emotional radar that is always active. This ability allows them to read situations accurately, understand hidden emotions, and anticipate conflicts before they happen. It's a silent, invisible kind of intelligence, an internal glow that few can truly comprehend. Habit 7, and perhaps the most curious and most misunderstood habit among highly intelligent people, is their preference for being alone. This doesn't mean they reject social interaction or have trouble with people. It's actually a psychological need for recovery. Their minds run at high speed, constantly absorbing information, analyzing scenarios, and anticipating possibilities. This intense rhythm drains mental energy quickly, and solitude works as an internal charger, where the brain reduces stimulation, slows down, and returns to balance. For others, silence may feel uncomfortable or boring, but for highly intelligent individuals, it's in this quiet space that their deepest thoughts, most creative ideas, and most important reflections emerge. Additionally, this need for solitude is often mistaken for coldness, arrogance, or social isolation, when in truth the reality is the opposite. Highly intelligent people seek solitude because it offers something no noisy environment, casual conversation, or social group can provide: absolute mental clarity. In this state of introspection, they filter emotions, analyze decisions, recalibrate goals, and plan their next steps with precision. Solitude is not escape, it's maintenance. It's not distancing, it's realignment. While many see being alone as a weakness or a sign of sadness, for highly intelligent minds it's the most valuable moment of the day, the moment when they can finally be whole, authentic, and fully connected with themselves, far from the constant noise of the world. The truth is, real intelligence is rarely loud. It's quiet, subtle, and full of behaviors most people consider strange or unusual. If you identified with some of these habits, it doesn't mean you're better than anyone else, but it might indicate that your mind works in a unique way. And many times, that's exactly what separates ordinary people from extraordinary minds. In the end, intelligence isn't about looking smart. It's about how you think, observe, feel, and react to the world in ways you don't even notice.